Welcome back to E3 Actions with Ryan and Cameron. I'm Ryan, your horrible meme-spewing shit goblin, here not to know anything about Ubisoft games, except that at one point you could shove an eye up a goat's ass. And Cameron is over here with a notebook to not write anything in because he's not diligent in his job. And we're here to act like idiots as stuff plays on screen.
Fuck you.
Don't get mad at me because it's true.
I learned my lesson.
Did you?
From Bethesda. Well, okay, it was fucking Bethesda. Them paying those five guys to cheer really loudly numbed my brain so much I forgot to write shit down.
You needed to record Todd Howard's lies.
They have been recorded so that all may witness.
Okay, so we're going to watch Ubisoft now.
Yes, we're going to be watching the Ubisoft conference. It's the next day. We've had a chance to recuperate.
Yep.
I think I remember one title that I got spoiled at because I was looking through my YouTube feed by accident. Apart from that,
all I heard is that a dog shows up, and that's the thing I'm looking forward to.
Oh God, a dog!
I know.
Yeah, is it the Blair Witch Project?
No, It's not that dog. It's like a real life dog.
What? Oh
Yeah.
shit! Yeah, shut the fuck up and watch this. Assassin's Creed Symphony. 3, 2, 1, go! Shit, go!
And you were mad that I called us idiots.
Wasn't mad at you calling them idiots. We're idiots.
Free coupon.
Damn it! No one wants a free coupon.
Highly professional YouTube ads.
I might actually have to invest in an ad blocker at some point.
Man, this Symphony Simulator is a really fun looking video game.
I'll be honest. I'm more surprised that we're not seeing a bunch of weirdos and a dancing panda right now. I legitimately kind of expected every Ubisoft performance to start with Just Dance.
These are our assassins, and this is their creed.
Hooded man watches from a distance. Take a second to look awesome. Time to go. Walk in slow motion so you still look awesome. You know, I don't doubt that Assassin's Creed has had some good music in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think some of the best music has been the licensed music they get for trailers.
I haven't really played the Assassin's Creed games, so I don't know.
You know, for as much shit as they got or get now, most of them are still pretty solid.
I mean, I liked the concept behind 3, where you were, during the American Revolution and you could tomahawk bears.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked all the stuff I saw about the main female character from Odyssey just lesbianing the hell out of everyone she met.
Okay, well, before all that happened...
And that time the guy, killed his mater and fucked his pater.
Assassin's Creed 1 was pretty good. It had, it was... Clearly they were trying to figure out the gimmick and style of the series at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a little rough in the overall, gameplay loop. But once you got fast travel and everything unlocked in that game, it was fine. And then the Ezio trilogy is... It's the Ezio trilogy. It's probably the best the series has ever been. 3 is not that good.
Mm-hmm. Again, I like 3 more for its concept than necessarily its execution.
The
alternate, tyranny of Emperor Washington stuff was kind of cool. And again, I like Connor as a character idea, less so in execution. Black Flag was...
3's best parts were actually, get this, from me, the homestead missions where you were building up your base and interacting with the characters.
Yeah. And then Black Flag was just, here's some pirates.
Yeah, my Black Flag copy broke, so I never got to finish it. I never got to the Egypt one.
And I heard it was really cool, and again, I liked the idea of being able to experience these settings.
What was the name of that one?
I don't know.
Because
That was the one that had the historical tour mode, though, right? Where like you could just walk around. And, like,
yes.
Yeah, that was really cool, actually.
That was a cool concept.
Yeah.
That was a very cool concept. I always wanted to play Syndicate, which was the twins in Britain. Because that one always seemed a little bit more interesting to me. Plus, I like the idea of walking around with a top hat. I'm seriously blanking on what the name of the Egyptian game is. Because it's Unity, and then Syndicate, and then Egyptland, and then Odyssey. It's gonna bug me if I don't check.
Yep. Yeah, I think I haven't played Odyssey, but I liked what I saw from Odyssey.
Origins.
Yeah.
It was Origins. Because it was such a generic title, I forgot it. And then there were the spin-offs that were Rogue and Liberation.
I'm still amused this entire time they've never done the obvious one and just gone to Japan.
Everyone wants Japan. And I think that's might be the problem.
Yeah. I mean, I get it's kind of the this is what you do when you've kind of run out of ideas kind of one.
Yeah. I think that's sort of a thing where if they end up going to Japan, they really want to make sure that they're giving it the due diligence it is. And it kind of is like, oh, you want the parkour game to go to Japan, huh?
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. They're basically Renaissance ninjas.
They are.
So a lot of people are just like, yeah, just make them actual ninjas.
Yeah.
What you just saw was only a glimpse of the Assassin's Creed Symphony Tour starting on June 29th. Imagine an 80-piece live orchestra and choir playing the iconic themes from Assassin's Creed while you relive some of the most memorable moments from over a decade of Assassin's Creed in an immersive
I must be wrong.
Check out acsymphony.com to learn more.
Again, nothing against Assassin's Creed. I think there was some really good music, but it was never what I went to the series for, you know?
Are going to be for you, but of course,
If you don't watch the
there's one
concert, we'll
show
assassinate
that we
all of
came
these
here to
people.
see, the Ubisoft
Good.
E3 conference, and it's just about to start here from the Orpheum Theater
I will
in Los
say,
Angeles. Now the house
Should I have skipped this?
Home an idea what that feels like. Can I please hear the balcony people make some noise?
Shut up, balcony people.
You
Who asked you to
plebeians.
speak? Oh, wait.
Now,
Although I did see something interesting in Jim Sterling's video about Bethesda's presentation,
Yeah.
where he posited that the entire crowd was just super drunk.
Oh, yeah, possibly.
Which, I mean, if I had to go watch Bethesda, I would get sloshed.
If I had to pretend to like Bethesda, I'd get drunk.
We hope you're feeling the same way there. From everyone at Ubisoft,
Let's not focus too much on
Please
Bethesda.
enjoy the
Their time
show.
has passed.
Yes. They're Bethesda done.
Yes. Now is the time for soft
Bethesda
Ubies.
Dover. Bethesda ended.
Okay. 6.
Ten.
What are these numbers? Oh, is it because... Oh, because say it's 610.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. I'm smart.
610, blaze it.
That was a pig. Saw a pig.
London.
London.
Isn't a
City
pig.
in the world.
Greatest city in the
Used
world.
to be.
Used to
That's
be.
right, Ness.
Right.
Then somebody invented Paris.
Extremists are grabbing power. Organised
Are you gonna
crime
have to
slicing
hack
up the bugs.
Paris?
The war dogs are out.
London or wherever.
Freedom's a
Fuck
bloody
it.
joke.
Yep.
But this
Yep.
ain't their London. This is our
It's
London. And there's a new
it's
power growing.
time to watch some
It's all of us.
dogs.
Together. We're building a
Together.
resistance. One recruit at a time.
Alpha gameplay footage, meaning it'll be all lies.
I never say that to the others.
Scouting talent, Bagley. So gob shut, eyes peeled, yeah?
Gob
I have
shot.
eyes, and if I did, I wouldn't peel them.
Ah, AI assistant. God. Remember the very first Watch Dogs show that was exactly like this and none of it was in the game?
Nope.
And then Watch Dogs 2 came out and completely redeemed the series.
Bloody drones are everywhere, kicking our fucking teeth in lately.
Then I recommend you.
Body
recruit someone who
good
can
day
deal
to
with
you,
drones.
sir.
Brilliant. Never would have thought of that.
You're clear. Sod off.
All right, easy.
Sold
I'm
off.
complying.
Can you tell we're British?
Impressive skill set.
Sure, but we need a drone expert, Raj, not a shit kicker. File that one away for later.
Yeah, don't recruit the thing that's interesting. Recruit the guy that's other.
May die,
They die randomly? Oh my god!
He's addicted to adrenaline.
It's a total disgrace. Mercenaries patrolling the street.
It's bullshit!
Done nothing. Come on, you shifty prick. Hurry up.
Well now.
Jimmy Shaw.
Plus
No formal
40%
engineering
drone.
training, but he has several mischief charges for hijacking Albion drones.
Hold still. Fuck you, man.
Hold still.
Now we find our drone expert and he's about
Fuck.
to get himself nicked.
Turn this off. And then it'll stop popping up. Did you just pull a fucking mask on? Oh
Yeah.
shit, he's dead sec! So the DedSec is a bigger thing now. That was the name of the hacker group in Watch Dogs 2.
Ah,
Critically injured, surrender or resist.
Not today.
What the fuck?
he hacked the light spectrum.
I guess? Oh god, I can't play this game.
Several chase drones are converging on your
I
position.
won't know how to drive.
What were you planning to tell me about the bloody checkpoint?
Oh, there's a checkpoint.
Thanks.
Thanks. End mercenary rule. Let's, I think we're going decidedly tits up right here.
Yeah.
Got the whole fucking city after you, bro. Oh no!
Fuck! We lost Ian. He's gone.
Permadeath.
Press B to lay to rest.
Now I gotta use one of your other recruits. Yeah, I had a feeling it was gonna go this way.
Lovely evening, isn't it?
I used to feed the birds here. Now they're all
Who's
bloody
the
machines.
the birds?
Get
Tuffins
used
the
to it. In
peas.
the long march of progress, everything dies eventually.
Eventually, even you, Bagley, I'm sure.
Now, there's my Helen. Speaking of death, you'll never guess what just happened to Ian.
Oh, for God's sake, Bagley, a little respect.
Then let's finish what he started. He was working on a new recruit, a drone expert.
That's promising. What do we know about him?
Albion scanned Jimmy just before Ian was killed. I should be able to predict his next move from that data. Unfortunately, his records are locked up tight in
Okay,
your compression
here's the
stockings.
problem. I'm
Oh,
not
no.
buying a second of this.
But this case should be handled by the Met.
Albion's even taken over Scotland Yard. Complicates matters. And there's my way in. Hello, darling.
Taser face!
Please stop paying for my grandmother. She is far too powerful.
That's the whole reason they made this game, isn't
Jimmy's
it?
gone to Camden Market.
Let's get someone over there, Bagley. Chop, chop.
What? Jump, pip, pip, cheerio.
Okay,
Be back in
okay.
Be back for tea time.
Ready for some
Oh,
action,
we're still
may I?
going, huh?
Always. But this recruit better be worth all the trouble.
According to the Scotland Yard records, Jimmy's sister was killed by Clan Kelly. We believe he's seeking his revenge inside Camden Market.
Camden Black Market, you mean?
Yes, the Kellys are rumoured to run all sorts of illicit goods out of the old stables, some with fingers and toes.
So, the biggest problem I'm having
He's
with
gone in
dealing
there
with
alone.
this
He's in big trouble.
is this doesn't really feel like 100% organic
Kelly's have this place on
conversations.
full lockdown.
like here, like
I have an idea.
this is trying to basically pose the idea that you're completing these story missions through and through and through and through, and there's going to be a scenario or an interaction with each character depending on what happens. If your guy dies and everyone reacts to him being dead, and has these like unique dialogues and stuff. That's where I'm having a problem with it is, especially with them flat out telling you this is alpha gameplay footage. Like, I don't buy that that's going to be what the end game is.
Copy that.
You know, I find it, you know, much more likely that I'm going to come across and be like, you know, oh, my character died, and then someone will go, pip, pip, cheerio, and then we just keep going. Maybe a pat line of dialogue from the AI. I just don't necessarily think this is going to be how every single interaction goes, you know?
I don't know. I mean, it's still a neat idea.
No, it's a great concept. That's not my problem. I just watched a granny beat the shit out of those guys.
Yeah.
Back alley shanks.
And the idea that you're playing as multiple dudes, and it's like,
It's human trafficking.
I'm assuming every single one of the characters you bump into that's a recruit is a specific character, and they're not just random.
So, how are you gonna get him out of there?
Lots of hugs and kisses.
Also, now you know, looking back at this whole scenario, I'm like, what if I'm replaying this level? I know who Jimmy is. Can't I just run up to Jimmy and talk to him before he gets assaulted?
I mean, maybe.
You know, it's stuff like that that I'm curious about that I'm unfortunately not going to be able to find out until much, much later. Hopefully, that's something that's an option.
Wait a minute. Are you dead sick?
Hope you're sharper than you look.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ! I need to get out of here in time for Coronation Street! I'm waiting to see... I guess maybe there isn't much to do. Or I guess... I guess maybe she isn't a huge hacker person.
Yeah, they specifically said she was a trained assassin.
Ah, okay. So I was thinking, like, big thing of Watch Dogs is usually you're hacking shit around you to, like, make it do stuff. But I guess since she's an assassin and not a hacker, she wouldn't do that, which is fine.
Yeah.
That's good. That's
we
fine.
showed those fucks, didn't we?
We almost died out there tonight.
Look, thanks for helping me, but I can handle myself.
Right. You think you're better off alone. You think
Think
everyone
you're
else is giving up and there's no one
off
to trust.
alone.
That's what they want you to think. And that's how they'll take us, one at a time. It doesn't have to be that way. Together, we can change things.
Wait. What happened to that bloke who helped me?
He didn't make it.
Didn't make it. And now we're Jimmy.
Fuck it.
Welcome to DedSec, James.
Yeah.
New
Okay,
playable
so
operative.
Where do I go to meet the rest of the crew?
You don't need to go anywhere. Look around you. Everyone has a reason to fight, and DedSec is open to anyone.
Anyone?
Welcome
They're gonna
to the Resistance.
I think Bagley's gonna be the go-to comedy guy in this too. Like, he's gonna have the most, like, writing. Well, you have an interesting concept at the least.
Yeah. Again, I'll have to see how well it works in execution, but it's an interesting concept.
I want to hear good things coming out of this more than I want to hear bad things.
Mm-hmm.
you.
Also, Legion's a good subtitle for
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah.
For they
Guess
are
I'm
many.
gonna make you all wait so long. I should really knock it out of the park, huh?
Maybe.
I'm Clint Hawking. I'm the creative director of Watch Dogs Legion. And
Cool.
for the past few years, the team and I have had the privilege to work on a game and an innovation that we are very proud of.
And now I'm here
Watch Dogs
hawking
Legion
it to
is
you.
set in London, one of the greatest cities in the world.
Really?
And it's had a
I hadn't
massive
noticed.
influence on all of our culture for centuries.
Mm-hmm.
Today, with Brexit,
Some
London's
good
at a
things, some
turning
bad.
point. It's hard to predict what the future holds for London, for the UK, or for the world. But
If
history
Brexit
has
happens,
proven
bad.
Time and again,
Fucking
that where London goes,
politics and video
all of
games,
us go
bitch.
together. In our near future, London is facing her downfall. The UK has become a surveillance state, and freedom has been replaced with fear. Armed drones patrol the streets, deportation squads rip people from their homes, and Granddad is using crypto to buy a new kidney on the black market. But Londoners
I can't tell if that was supposed to be a joke
Their
or not.
resilience and determination is an inspiration to us all, and they are the heroes of our game.
'Cause
all of them. In
He did
Watch
just
Dogs
say
Legion,
that
your
his
mission
the
is to
guy is
build a
using
popular
Bitcoin to buy a
resistance
kidney,
fight
right?
back
Yeah.
against the emergence of an authoritarian regime. This means you don't just play as one hero, but many. And in Watch Dogs Legion, you can recruit and play as anyone.
Oh my god. See, here's the problem.
Can I be Jeremy Corbyn?
Can I get a free copy of the game because I made a thing and everyone
Every
clapped?
Londoner is fully simulated with a persistent life and relationships, and anyone from the entire population can be recruited into your team. Find them,
Okay.
profile them, hack into their lives, play their origin mission, and win them over to your cause. The heroes you recruit are all unique characters with different backstories and personalities, fully voiced and animated, and they are the stars of your story. Every cinematic in the game will change depending on whether you're playing a former MI5 action hero, a 70-year-old granny you saw feeding pigeons in the park, or anyone in between. However you want to play, whoever you want to be, Watch Dogs Legion lets you be that. You want to make a team of classic British spies? No problem. You want to be a crew of street-savvy kids from the council block? Do it. You want to go hipster, body mod, Afro-punk, gangsta? Awesome.
The Golden
We're in
Girls.
Bletchley Park.
I mean,
These
that's,
ladies
yeah.
fucking invented hacking.
Okay.
Play as Anyone is the innovation that transforms a story about freeing London and the world from the grip of tyranny into a game about the heroes that live in each of us. Because being
If
a
I
hero
recruit
isn't just a
everyone in
job
the
for
game, do
someone
I
else
just
in the world.
automatically win?
It's a job for
You
everyone.
should, right? Well,
So on behalf of
obviously
the
you
Watch
can't
Dogs
recruit the
Legion's
bad
team here
guys.
and around the world,
He said
hope to
anyone.
see you on the booth.
So he
Thank
lied
for
to
your
you.
Time, and welcome to the Resistance.
You have to, in order to be a resistance, you have to resist against somebody.
What if the bad guys just don't live in London?
Ah, London.
Oh.
Had a good run there for a while.
They live in Wales like the assholes they are.
Bombings.
Okay, but we saw your trailer already, guys.
And people thrown in cages like animals. Oh, and who could forget the killer robots everywhere?
Nothing's the same after Brexit.
So yeah, it's all gone a bit shit. It's up to us.
Can
to
I
take our
recruit
city
Jim
back.
Sterling?
Thing is, we can't do it alone. We need to recruit a resistance. I know what you're thinking. Where do we start? Open your
How many
eyes
Doctor
and
Who
take a look
actors can I
around.
recruit?
Look here.
They're not in London
Look
anymore.
at him. No, not him. Him. Former MI5.
Duty never ends.
He can get anywhere and erase anyone. See her?
Let's kick those bastards out of London.
She got kicked out of Oxbridge Robotics School for teaching him to reproduce.
Cause like you
And that
you
fella over
can
there,
recruit
proper
anyone.
villain.
You're probably not going to want to because not every single person is going to be special in some way.
This had better be fucking good.
And allow me to introduce you to the deadliest of the lot. She's not old, she's experienced.
Please stop praying for my grandmother. She is too powerful.
Anyone, and I mean bloody anyone.
Bloody
Him,
anyone.
Her, everyone is a secret weapon.
If they're actually taking the time to make sure that every single one of these NPCs in their world has a backstory and connection that's actually got something to it, then that's great and that's awesome. I'm half expecting there to be like 10 archetypes stretched across, 500 people, but
yeah, I mean, probably.
Yeah, like it's one of those things where it's like, again, the first Watch Dogs burned us on a lot of things it was supposed to have.
I guess it's the same thing I had with the streaming technology from last night.
Yeah.
Interesting if true.
Interesting if true is the best way to put it. I would love for that kind of game to be a cool thing.
Yeah.
I have no reason to believe that that game will actually exist, though.
Hello. My name
Hello.
is Rob McElhenney, and for the past 14 years,
You're
I have been
the
making
guy
a television
from,
show called It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
What is it? There's always an actor.
But I am here today because I love games, and I wanted
That
to
doesn't
express
seem
that
true,
love
but I
in the
don't know
way
enough
that I know
about you to
how,
dispute that.
save for playing them, and that is to make a TV show about them. More importantly, the people who create those games and the people who play them. So last year,
Call Danny
I called the funniest
DeVito.
people that I knew. Charlie Day, Megan
Danny
Gans, David
DeVito?
Gillespie, all executive producers on Sunny. And we
None of
started
them are
talking.
Danny DeVito.
Okay.
We realized very early on that if we were going to do this, we wanted to do it right and to be as authentic as possible because, as you all know, nobody smells bullshit like this particular community.
You mean smells
So we did the
of
right thing.
bullshit.
We partnered with Ubisoft, and away we went. It has been an incredible experience
Calling
working with one
gamers
of the
bullshit?
biggest and best game developers.
I'm
in
saying
the world to
gamers
inspire
smell.
us because our show
Because they
takes
do.
place in the
Just 'cause
fictional
it's true
studio
doesn't
that
mean you
created
should
the
say
biggest
it.
MMORPG in the world, Mythic Quest. And we meet them on the cusp of releasing their biggest expansion yet, Mythic Quest: Raven's Banquet. The show follows the team of devs as they navigate the challenges of running their game while dealing with the difficulties of modern office life. These people are truly stuck together, yet they grind it out day after day for the love of the game. And at the head of that team is my character, creative director, Ian Grimm. Like most creative directors, he's gifted, driven, and tirelessly dedicated to his game. And like most of the creative directors that I've met, he has an ego the size of a city bus. I'm gonna get my ass kicked backstage because there's a lot of creative directors here. Joking aside, it is clear that those creative directors and the thousands of people who
Yeah,
work
I mean,
on these games put everything
kinda
that they
how it
can
has to
into
be.
them. They recognize that they have a tremendous opportunity and responsibility, that they must do everything in their power to ensure that the games are nothing short of the best that they can make, because that is what the community, you, deserve. I promise you that in making this show, we took the same approach. So without further ado, here is a brief look into our upcoming TV series for Apple TV+, Mythic Quest: Raven's Banquet.
So I won't be watching this.
This feels like the Guild again.
What is
I was
Mythic
thinking
Quest?
the same fucking thing.
Some may say it's just a video game. When it first debuted, MQ was hailed as a masterpiece. Now played in 50 different countries on 6 continents.
When did it come out?
Biggest massive
Like
multiplayer
2005?
role-playing game of all time.
So it's WoW.
Today,
Yeah, I like that the number they gave was lower than peak WoW's numbers.
So already fake gamers.
Mythic Quest: Raven's Banquet. And it all falls on the shoulders of one man Creative director Ian Grimm.
When we think about cultural touchstones, we think E.T., Star Wars, Avatar. And yet our industry dwarfs the traditional entertainment business. So when we think about
I hope you meant Last Airbender.
why
No,
not
he
think
didn't.
Mythic Quest?
Ryan, as you might not, I don't know how you feel about the movies, but it was one of the highest grossing movies of all time.
Name the main character.
Jake Sully.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah, well, get fucked, because it's Jake Sully. You know why I know that? Because everyone tries to be really cute and ask me what the main character of Avatar is.
It's still going.
Name a second character.
Zoe Saldana.
This is insane.
I think it's brilliant.
So, what if John Romero made WoW, and then we made a show about it, and then we put the Captain Morgan soundtrack over it, and then put it on an E3 showcase instead of a video game?
We're showing you a show about a video game.
Also, it's on Apple, so therefore,
Hey there,
I
my name
will
is Parker
never
and Taro
play
Mackay,
it
esports
or watch
caster
it.
for Rainbow Six Siege. There are so many exciting
for
things
you.
to come in Year 4. In-game events, map reworks, playlist updates, a roster of 52 unique operators, and of course, a thriving esports
excuse me.
scene.
Oh,
Starting
sorry
tomorrow,
about that, folks.
you'll be able to enjoy our 13th
He's not sorry.
season, Operation Phantom
I'm really
Sight.
not.
This major content update brings 2 new operators to Team Rainbow, Nook and Warden. After this show, be sure to stick around for an intense celebrity match starring T-Pain, Lil Yachty, and some of your favorite Twitch streamers for the Twitch Rivals Celebrity Show Match. But right now, here's a glimpse of the new season in action. Thank you, everyone, and have a great E3.
Man, they must have paid T-Pain a lot of money to do that.
Apparently. While this is going on, I just remembered I left that fan on. I should turn that off real quick.
Comment if you could hear the fan. No, we're not.
We're super cool. Look at all the views. Rainbow Six Siege stuff. Yeah, cool, awesome. Hey, look, it's that phone that everyone watches child porn on. That's the meme. I make the donk memes. He looks like Commissioner Gordon.
He does. No. He looks like a Counter-Strike mod of Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah, that's a better option. Hey, you ever done that thing where you go to write the word for a number, and instead of putting the first one, you almost put the number instead?
Occasionally.
Yeah, I almost did that. Ubisoft presents
a Bullet,
a Rainbow Six Siege production. Colin McKinley as Warden. In Clutch Royale.
Okay then.
Awesome. Also, I guess the 6 in the intro might have also been referring to that.
This looks neat.
What the what?
Again? Yeah, that's what you get when you take on the Brawlhalla.
Uh-huh.
These things are whack. 1v1 me, bro. For real. Yeah. I'll toast your buns again, sure. Want to choose a different character? Yeah. I choose me.
I guess Ubisoft owns the rights to Adventure Time.
Yeah. Woohoo! Brawl Jabray.
Or at least to make a game.
Oh, my burrito. Whoa! It's those guys from the game. What time is it? Adventure time!
Huh. Oh, it's Brawlhalla. Oh, okay. And they're gonna be in it. Okay, cool.
Got him! Go for it, PB! Uh-huh, Princess Bubblegum gonna show you up!
Nice.
This place has everything.
If I had played more Brawlhalla, I probably would have recognized that.
25 million players! Dude, that's almost 25.5 million. Oh, snap.
Okay.
Making bacon pancakes. Brawlhalla? Brawlhalla? No, man. Brawlhalla. Oh.
I'm trying to tell if they actually got Jeremy Sharda back or not. 'Cause he sounds off. Maybe it's because I'm used to hearing him as Lance from Voltron.
Yeah, possibly. And it's going to be on all the systems.
Yep.
Cool beans.
That's neat.
That's neat. I don't know what that was.
Guys in masks.
They were. It's Punisher Man.
The only test of a man's worth is battle. When those
Sure about
rounds
that?
come screaming past your head, you're gonna learn if you're hungry enough
To eat your own foot.
And we're going to battle with the soldiers that we used to be. Ghosts. And you better believe that they are hungry too.
This is a Call of Duty thing, isn't it?
Call of Duty isn't Ubisoft.
And there is
This is a Call of Duty thing.
Yeah, it's Activision.
the world needs.
But Call of Duty had ghosts.
These ghosts, they are the past. They still serve the machine that we left behind.
Okay, fine. It's a
Right
Tom
now,
Clancy thing.
Probably.
For the future, the world needs us.
It could be, you know, I don't know, Ghost Recon.
All right. I forgot that existed.
I'm honored to be here with you tonight. And as you head into battle,
Although they are doing a Call of Duty thing by having an actor.
those bad intentions in your mind, remember this.
Pretty sure, anyways.
You
Could be
are the
wrong.
few with the courage to make history. You have the desire to take victory. You
He
will
looks
be
motion
on a
cap,
battlefield
so.
full of ghosts, but only you have that hunger. That hunger that makes you wolves.
Okay.
Sir, could you repeat that? I couldn't hear you in my mask over the droning sounds of the factory we're in.
Yep, Tom Clancy Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
For some reason, the way those letters were appearing, my first immediate thought was peekaboo.
Oh, there's the doggo.
Oh, there's a good doggy.
Everybody? Hey, I'm John. Good to be here. This is Bam Bam the dog. Thank you for having me.
Hi, Bam Bam.
Thank you.
Everybody loves your dog. That's a good dog.
It's a real honor to be here with you guys today. Thank you. I love you too. Right on. This is awesome. This has been really great and exciting, and I'm really honored to be here. I'm enormously proud to be part of the development of this game. It was a pleasure to work with the Ubisoft team. You know, I've had the chance to play some pretty strong, tough men
Mr.
over the years. I've
From
played
the
a
Netflix
deputy
series.
fighting zombies.
That dog is very well behaved.
Yeah.
Kudos to
Special
Bam Bam.
Forces soldier who lost everything. And now I get to play Cole D. Walker. He's a skilled former special operations soldier with his own sense of responsibility and his own moral code.
This will
He
be
knows
interesting
how
because
things should be
Wildlands,
run.
I heard, was
He loves his
pretty
brothers, his fellow
disappointing.
soldiers, but he is willing to do whatever it takes to complete his mission and take control.
Does he have a
of the world.
dog?
There is no briefing. There's no
Do you
backup.
travel? Is that your
You will
dog?
not
Do you
face a
travel
group
with the
of bad
dog?
guys or a criminal organization.
Is that why the
You
dog
will
is such a
face
good doggo?
An entire army, my army, the wolves.
Is that why there's a dog? Because they're wolves? Talk more about the dog.
Numbers, we've got the organization, and remember, we trained alongside you. The weaponry of a fully operational special ops detachment. Trust me,
Fully
there's
operational.
an unparalleled arsenal of high-tech weapons in Aroa. So if you think you have what it takes, strap on your boots.
Why do you
and
look
get
like
ready
weird Grim
to
Reaper
take on the
cyborgs?
wolves and take on me.
Is this the
See you in
future?
Aroa. We'll be waiting.
So you have a dog?
Do you have a dog?
I mean, this is like 90% meme, but like,
knowledge of their hunting ground.
Why was there a dog?
You,
Have the
I get it, guys. You have guns that shoot people. This is nice and all, but
there was a dog.
Yeah, there was a dog. Go back to the dog.
Like, why bring out a dog if you're not going to talk about the dog?
Like, if you just
was it to distract us from the fact that the previous time you made a game in this line, it was an aisle?
I mean, I don't mean to disparage Mr. Punisher Man, but like his whole thing about his dude with the wolves and whatever, like this sounds like every generic angry action movie man with gun I've ever heard of.
Yeah, it's the we were part of the army, but they don't let us army hard enough, so we made our own army that was harder than the army.
Yeah.
So that we can be an army.
It's not like every person who's like that in real life is, you know, like a massive prick or anything.
Or a psychopath.
Yeah. Or wait,
I'm sorry, it's sociopath.
Yeah, or wait, they totally are.
They are. And
never die.
Oh my god, that's such a stupid line. Alright, whatever.
I mean, at this point, Ubisoft is like, you know, about
please
two-thirds.
Please don't bring out a Twitch streamer. Please not bring out a Twitch streamer. I swear to God, if this person is a Twitch streamer, I'll be very upset.
Hi, everyone. Being a community developer on Ghost Recon
Yeah, see, she's a community developer.
has been an incredible journey for me so far.
I don't technically mind actors too much,
you were
since most of the time
very
they, you know, they're
after
either
discussions
there
with
and
members
feeling
of
a little
our
out of their
community,
elements, they're a little
I today
awkward or
announced
whatever.
Keanu said we're
post-launch
breathtaking.
plan,
Yeah, and then he pointed.
We will be bringing back our AI
But
teammates for our solo players.
The one thing I probably hate the most is when you get like Twitch players who try to get everyone like, I'm one of you. We love it when this happens. It's like, to stop trying to relate to me and go.
So I'm pleased to announce.
Bring me a developer to talk to
brand
me
new
about the
community
game.
program that will allow you.
I don't need a Twitch streamer to tell me how a game is being made.
Welcome to Ghost
No
Recon
offense to Twitch
Delta
streamers.
Company.
What? Okay.
It's some kind of community thing.
Yeah. I get that.
From cosplay to streaming, fan art to forum discussions. However you show your love for Ghost Recon, there is something for you in our 5
It's Tom Clancy's DeviantArt.
with lots of content
I was
to
gonna say
support
Tumblr.
you, as well as direct discussions with our studio.
Wait, can you
So
put
head
porn
over
on
to our
this?
Ghost Recon Breakpoint
Probably.
website to find
DeviantArt.
out more. And hear from
Gun
you
porn.
soon, Delta Ghosts.
Tumblr.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Okay.
Now the Twitch streamer comes out.
Hold on, let me find my mark. Find my mark. Oh, there's my mark.
Thank you,
Okay.
Laura. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Are you Tom Clancy?
The Ghost
Is
Recon
he
team
dead?
has always taken great pride.
Yeah.
Is he a
from your
walking,
passion
talking
for
zombie?
our
He
games.
could be.
He's
And
looking
that passion
remarkably
is what
good,
pushes us
Ryan.
to deliver the best Spec Ops experience out there.
If Tom Clancy's dead, how does he
Behind
keep
enemy
making all these
lines,
video games?
You will be
Because
fighting
someone bought the
most
rights.
dangerous enemies the Ghosts have ever faced.
We're still talking
Constantly
about
testing
this?
your survival skills.
Yep.
Yes. We can't wait to welcome you in Ghost Recon Breakpoint on October 4th. And one month before that, our beta will be live on September 5th.
Because you're the biggest beta of them all.
Beta.
You can register on our website right now for a chance to participate.
Right now.
Ghost Recon Breakpoint will be live
Or when you're watching
for
this
years
later,
to come.
24 hours ago.
Yeah.
We've got your back.
I'm assuming.
Good. Now show a game that doesn't have guns in it.
New content,
Or at
free
least
updates,
like big
and many
guns on the
surprises
side of a ship
inspired
because it's a
by
pirate
our
boat.
community.
Or space guns. Or Mario guns.
Like this one.
Or move on to literally anything besides Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Is Terminator gonna be in fucking everything?
Yeah.
So, Terminator is in Gears of War, Ghost Recon, and potentially also Mortal Kombat.
Well, yeah.
Will you survive your breakpoint?
What? I don't know. Will I?
Cameron, didn't you hear the roster of DLC fighters for Mortal Kombat 11? It was RoboCop and Terminator, Captain Kirk and Darth Vader, Lopan, Superman, every single Power Ranger, Bill S. Preston, Theodore Logan, Spock the Rock, Doc Ock, and Hulk Hogan.
There was none of those characters. That was the thing you made up.
It was the ultimate showdown of Ultimate Destiny.
I know.
Good guys get bad guys and explosions, as far as the eye can see.
Mobile RPG! Mobile!
3, 2, 1. He's got the Splinter Cell goggles.
He does.
Dauntless and daring agent. She's all in.
Oh, it's a Division character. The iconic Division character.
Montaigne, counterterrorism and rescue veteran. His best
I don't know enough about Rainbow Six to say he might. He looks like a samurai.
Samurai are well known for their use of riot shields.
Yeah.
Special ops team leader.
Okay, we did see him.
So called because he is never mad.
Caveira, highly skilled defending operator, lightly armed, massively
Jill
effective.
Valentine with a creepy skull nose.
Sam Fisher.
She needs to chill,
Hey,
Valentine.
Sam.
Now hunts with
Hi, Sam.
Remember how you were like retiring for the 50th time after your last game?
Yeah.
Strikes.
They were clearly summoned to the Nexus by Diablo to fight as heroes of the storm on your phone.
Oh my god, Ubisoft, you don't have iconic characters!
Yes, they do.
They keep trying to push this idea that they have iconic shit, and they don't.
And unlock Reaper from Overwatch.
Oh shit! Elite Squad. Come on, something that doesn't have Tom Clancy's name on it. That's all I'm asking for. It's gonna be Just Dance.
10 years. 10 years.
I asked for
That's a lot
You
of
did.
dancing. We're exhausted. I know. But think of everything we've done.
See,
it's not for us or for you.
Okay, I'll give him the
or
fact
you.
that it's the 10,
It's for them.
10 years.
The players! We danced, and Scipio and
But I
his
kind of
girlfriend
figured
got married. We danced, and
after
our
like the
friend
second
Jenny
or
Rodriguez
third
danced
year,
for
they
millions,
realized they just kind of need to push
together
this
generations.
as fast
We
as possible.
danced, and they set world records. Do you remember Carrie? Yep, of course we do, because we were
This
with
man
her.
is giving an inspirational speech.
Yeah.
Dance is
No, I'm
why
sure these
we
people are all
exist,
great.
and I know we're gonna
I'm more inspired by this man than I was by Punisher Gunboy.
But he doesn't have Bam Bam.
shows us who we are. That's why Just Dance is more than Just Dance.
I meant for when he was in the game.
Ah, gotcha.
Get ready for what's next.
All right. Well, it's a completely different person with a different color jacket and eye patch, but whatever. I mean, motherfucker can dance better than I can, so who am I to question what color jacket he wears?
Maybe these people at least...
There's the panda. There's always a panda.
These people very clearly worked hard on this.
I'm gonna get copyright struck for this.
Probably.
10 years. So the numbers were just coincidental then.
I don't know. I think they may have been like, oh, hey, this
Hey,
lines
did
up.
you notice that we're on 610 and the 6 and the 10?
Yeah, and they
We
probably
should push that.
They probably just noticed it lined up. So
Oh yeah. You know,
these ladies are big fans of Just Dance.
Well, I'm trying not to be the jerkwad, you know, saying, because these guys clearly do work really hard to put this performance together and everything. The performance doesn't do anything.
They're dancing.
It doesn't service any. Hey, did you know that
you get to watch people dance? Hey, look, it's on the Wii.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Coming to Switch, PS4, Xbox One, Wii, and Stadia.
That's 2 consoles old.
It's not even a Wii U.
It's like that baseball game I saw that was coming out on the PSP like 5 years ago.
Coming out in 2020 on the Wii.
Guys, thank you. Thank you.
This is like the person developing the game for the Dreamcast in 2011.
Yeah.
God bless their soul for trying.
Thank you, guys. That was lovely. That was...
See, it did serve a point. It reminded us that the Wii existed.
Okay. All right. Okay. I care about this.
Do you?
Yes.
For Honor presents a new limited time in-game event.
For Honor is pretty cool. Japanaland.
There's an old tale about this village. A samurai came to deliver justice. But darkness clouded her mind. She slaughtered every living soul.
I hate it when that happens. Also, a samurai with a fucking battle axe?
Yeah, it's a traditional samurai weapon, the battle axe.
Okay. See, here's the part where we're like, haha, that's so silly. And then, like, 2 weeks later, Gaijin Goomba puts up his video that's like, actually, and I'm sitting here going, fuck, I'm uncultured. The horror.
Listen, the Japanese were well known for their uses of battle axes. They're thrice as hard and thrice as sharp as a European broadsword.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Was there always weird-ass spirit magic in the For Honor universe?
No?
Well, there is now.
There is now. Well, I mean, the whole conceit is that, like, you know, the world basically gets super fucked so that Vikings, knights, and samurai all have to fight each other for what little land remains.
Is the spirit of death.
So...
she's the spirit of death.
Yeah.
That will doom us all.
Shadows of the Hitokiri. See, Hitokiri is probably some kind of specific kind of samurai that wields battle axes.
I'm gonna go with probably not.
Yeah, it's probably come out in some kind of spirit. Okay, Ubisoft, yes.
It literally is just the Japanese word for assassin.
Oh, well, an assassin with a fucking broad axe, dude. Of course. What do we got here? Oh, you got a thing in your thing. Dude, you should get that checked out.
Yeah, you should probably get that looked at.
Oh, that's
oh
creepy.
No,
that's creepy.
Dangerous shadows.
There he is. We found him. Take him.
I've been found.
He's going into stasis. Contact. Head to the extraction point.
I have weird fucked up arms disease.
Apparently.
Rainbow Six again! 3-player tactical co-op. Coming to you from the ghost of Tom Clancy's penis.
Hi, I'm Biojad.
Hi.
And I'm the lead game designer
Your
on
hair
the
is
next
very pink.
Rainbow Six game.
I approve of that.
It's called Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Quarantine. I'm part of a new team in Ubisoft Montreal. that set out on an exciting new mission. Create a radically redesigned co-op experience built on the foundations of one of the best shooters of this generation. What Siege is to the PvP
Counter-Strike?
shooter genre, we will be to PvE co-op.
Okay.
Quarantine will test your tactical skills and survival instincts, holding you and your operators on the razor's edge. It pulls you together as a squad, facing off against an unknown and devastating parasite. You will risk everything every time you step into quarantine. Stay tuned and start prepping for your next deployment. I can't wait to show you more, and have a great E3.
You know, Ubisoft, I too quite enjoyed watching people play the zombies mode in Call of Duty. Because you just made that.
I'm not picking up my note. It's fucking Division.
No, it's Division 2.
What's the fucking difference?
A number.
Actually, no. This one actually runs. Oh God! Shut up! Shut up!
To all their players. More money, please. Unless your next announcement is we've put Donald Trump in this game so you can shoot at him, I don't care.
As creative director at Red
I like his shirt.
Yeah.
That guy has an awesome shirt.
Or the team than to see our game come to life and to see our players, our star players, taking tremendous pride in being a part of the Division. Yeah.
The Division.
That's what they're for.
Now, if you haven't had the opportunity,
especially
to
that
play
guy
the
with the
Division 2
rabbit
yet,
hat,
we would be thrilled to have you join our very passionate community, because I'm happy to announce that this week only, between June 13th and June 16th, the Division 2
you can play the Division 2 for free.
100% free for everyone to play.
100% increased in price.
And
Congratulations!
Join us as we're about to release the first of our major content updates for our year one journey.
It's called the Division
A journey
3.
beyond Washington, D.C. to save not just a city, but an entire
I really
nation.
like his shirt, though.
Yeah, it's a good shirt.
Okay. I have yet to have found a live service that is capable of keeping my attention long enough to invest in it. You're not going to endear me with this, I assure you. Despite the fact that I can go to a park and you had a cool shirt. That was nothing. It was
The coolest thing the Division did
right around the corner.
was its character creation where you're looking in a car mirror as you make your character.
That's pretty cool. So for the first time, we're taking the fight outside the city, and you'll venture deep into the woodlands to
brilliant,
attack on a presidential
amazing
compound as you seek to bring a traitor to justice. The National Zoo is the setting of our next mission, where you and your team will hunt down the surviving outcast leader.
Can I kill all
And
of
this
those
brings us to our
jellyfish by
final
shooting
edition
up in the
of episode
tank?
1, a place called Kenley College, and it's home to an entirely new gameplay experience.
Fuck,
One that
how
will take exploration,
long?
investigation, and logic to
I never
uncover the
quite
fakes of a
wrapped my head around the
military
time frame
convoy
of when the
gone
Division was supposed to take place, because everything is
Now,
always
episode 2,
overrun.
Coming this fall, we'll bring to you the Pentagon.
Oh shit! Neat. Fuck me.
Once an
The
impenetrable
Last
fortress,
Castle.
It has fallen to the Black Tusks, and its secrets are about to be thrown out into the open. You must do everything it takes to secure what lies behind the walls of this last castle.
They know where Tom Clancy is buried.
This will be the greatest danger you face in episode 2.
They know where Tom Clancy's buried.
To tell you that our second raid will be coming this fall, bringing back intense 8-player action.
Against Illidan Stormrage. You two can brave the Black Temple.
We cannot wait to see what world records you break this time around. Now,
Hey, leader of Russia! I found a dirty used napkin underneath the president's toilet. Do you want what was written on it? Who fucking cares?
But the opposite.
Wasn't the Division 2's first raid unbeatable on consoles?
Probably.
Itself is at stake.
Humanity itself is at stake, Ryan. But fuck me if they get a hold of that shit in the goddamn Pentagon.
Black Hat hackers have taken care of it.
Losing my shit right now.
I couldn't tell. Doom, 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 I mean, I'll give them this. Nice music.
I mean, Ubisoft can afford it.
No, go back to the seagulls.
Bam Bam, where are you?
We had the training.
The training.
We fought to
We
protect
had
the weak.
the guns.
But we fucking
Training doesn't
failed.
prepare you to hunt someone you used to call brother.
Brother,
He has
my
left us
brother. Tell me what are we fighting
we don't
for?
stop it,
We've got to end this
there will be
war.
nothing left to save.
Holy shit! What about that?
It's Coney Island.
How is that different from how the fucking the game normally is? Everything's fucked.
We have been working on a movie. It will be directed.
I did not know that.
You've been working on like
starring
5.
Jessica Chastain and Jake Gyllenhaal. Well, today I'm
Oh yeah,
proud
because
to
Prince of
announce
Persia went
that
so
we will be
fucking well.
making the Division movie with Netflix. More to come on that.
Because that's the only way it'll ever move forward.
Oh, good. Hey, they have a good track record with video game properties. Castlevania was fantastic.
That wasn't Ubisoft though.
It was Netflix though.
That was also an anime, not a movie.
Take your titties and calm them.
Oh my god, is that it? Are we done?
Look at all these guns we made.
Is that?
Hello, everyone.
Or unless you're announcing a
Brenda
fucking
Federversi,
streaming service
Vice
right now.
President of Platform and Product Management.
Uno looks so out of
Ubisoft
place.
has been creating worlds for over 30
Here's looking at you, kid.
years. We have the most diverse library of games, and we're about to make it even easier
The most
for you
diverse
to play them.
library of guns.
I'm here to announce Ubisoft's new subscription service on PC called Uplay.
Yep, there we go.
No one wants you play.
No, they plussed it. You play plus.
You'll get earliest available access to new games, including the premium editions with all their additional content.
Calm your tits,
And
Cameron.
You can enjoy the depth of our PC catalog that includes over
100 plus
100
games.
and growing.
Most of which I would
10
not.
million kids and growing.
Yeah. Totally, like most of which I would not be able to tell apart at a glance.
$14.99 a month. If you sign
Oh,
up today,
fuck you.
we'll enable free access for you in September at launch.
I didn't want you play for free, and now you want me to pay for it?
Yup.
Pay $15 for it?
A month. Unlimited access to games you've already bought.
Yeah, there's nothing. They haven't shown anything new. Watch Dogs Legion was the only new thing we've had.
Yup. No, we saw Commissioner Gordon.
For Rainbow Six.
Oh, hey, Prince of Persia Classic, Beyond Good and Evil.
Yeah.
Steep.
Yeah, these are all pre-existing games. Child of Light. I always meant to play Child of Light.
Plus includes new releases like Ghost Recon Breakpoint, starring the Punisher. Watch Dogs Legion, starring the British.
Want me to play more than my Verve account? Half the games they have on here are probably cheaper than $14.99.
Please clap.
They're clapping.
Wherever players are, we want to provide access to our games and services. I'm pleased to announce that in 2020, Uplay Plus will be available on Stadia.
Oh boy!
Your streaming will be available on your streaming?
Yep.
Stadia is the new generation.
We heard you like
gaming
streaming, so we
platform
put some
where you can
streams
play
on your
our
stream so
Stadia
you can
games
stream while you
from any
stream.
device. A special thank you to Phil Harrison and his team. This is the beginning of our partnership.
Please don't talk about me. Please stop talking. Don't put the camera on me. Go away. I don't want attention. I didn't wash my face this morning.
Thank you so much. Have fun
You
playing.
just looked so awkward there. Okay, bye.
Roller derby.
Man, IGPX was my favorite anime.
They used to have the first episode on a special promotional disc.
Thanks, Lucio.
She did the Tracer thing.
She is love. I mean, I'll say this, it looks neat.
Yeah. So this aside, this is the most interesting thing we've seen all night. Visually speaking, at least. I actually don't know what the point of roller derby is, so if this is roller derby, then...
It's clearly future laser roller derby.
So you have to like make 3 laps and then slam dunk the ball. And then it shoots it. Roller champions. Okay, hey.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
It wasn't Grimdark White Gunman, so...
People were smiling.
Champions. My name is
Hello.
Stefan, and I'm a proud member
Stefan.
of the Roller Champions team.
Oh.
You have way more energy than anyone else who's presented tonight.
And spunk.
From the get-go, our ambitions with this game were very clear. We wanted to create something new. We wanted to
get
the
that
intangible
hot
excitement of players
car
preparing for the
soccer
big game.
action.
The hype
Forgot what
of
the game
team
was
play and competition, along with the
This one?
craziness of
No,
high-speed racing.
the car soccer
So we
game.
started working on Roller Champions.
Carsoccer.com / money,
that is
please.
as
Thank
fun
you, you're
to
so helpful.
watch as it is
Rocket
to
League.
play. A game
There you go.
in which you, the player, can create your own story as you roll up to glory.
You say that.
But right now I know how it looks. We showed you a trailer, and I got on stage starting my little speech. That's all
Yeah.
well and good. But
It's been the
when
past
will you
hour,
ever
bruh.
get to play this? How about today?
Right now?
Thank you.
That'd be really cool. I'd love to. Can I play it today?
That's right. When we're done here, I want you to head over to Uplay on your PC to download a pre-alpha E3 demo of Roller Champions. Play the heck out of it for the next few days. And when you're done, head to the forums to tell us what you thought. And you know what? We firmly believe that you will be screaming as loudly as our colleagues did when they first got to playtest it back in Montreal. But I can't just leave you with that. So here's
No,
a
you
taste
can't.
of what you should expect once you click that download button. Put your skates on. see
Waiting
you
for
in the
30
arena.
minutes?
Yep.
Because once I click the download button, it would presumably begin downloading. So are these customizables? Because the way he says forge your own story, it sounds like they would be a customizable.
Yeah, I don't think it's character based. It's definitely like
Yeah.
customized.
Or are there like characters with at least like a starting thing, and then you go from there for customization?
You know what this weirdly reminds me of?
What?
Arms.
the presentation of it has a lot in common with ARMS, yes.
Yeah.
Because again, I'm still feeling the Rocket League on this one a lot
Yeah,
too.
it's like it's got both.
Yeah.
I mean, it was neat.
I am very curious to see how it plays.
If I could get it anywhere but Uplay, I'd be really happy.
Here he comes. Oh, there he is. He's here. What do you got behind your bands? Did you drop your microphone? You old fart.
First, I want to say thank you to.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
So first, I want to say thank you to all the Ubisoft teams around the world for your talent and energy. You know, congratulations for another great show.
No overtime.
Thank you.
Click, picture, picture, click,
So
picture,
I
picture,
believe
click, picture.
video games have a positive impact on all of us and the world
I'd like
around
to think
us.
so too.
At Ubisoft, our intention is to create games that will make you stronger and happier in your life. When you play Ubisoft games, we hope you will spend quality time with family and friends and meet new inspiring people. Learn more about yourself by doing and gain new perspective on the world and help shape it. So to everyone who plays our games, thank you for your love.
Ah, you're so French.
That was a nice speech.
Yeah.
Now eliminate crunch from all your studios.
Do better and go further. So now I'm very proud to announce a new project.
Well, you could say
from
that
an
at every
exceptional
single,
team in Quebec City.
like
Please
one of these
give
performances
a
we see. You could
warm
probably say that.
Upload to Marc-Alexis Côté, who is coming to show you a sneak peek of his game.
Okay.
I'd love to see something.
I like games.
Thank you.
I see
Hello,
bright
everybody.
colors.
That's very pretty.
Over the last 10 years, I've had the chance to be part of an incredible team that has always pushed the limits of Assassin's Creed and shown us different periods of our past. But our imagination has always been bound to the reality of the history books. These past 4 years, our minds have lingered on a different aspect of our history. Mythology. The stories of the ancient gods and their misadventures have existed through generations of storytellers and audiences and have transformed into tales that we still know and love today. Now,
I like the
these
one
stories
where
have
Zeus
shaped
turned into a
our
golden
dreams,
shower and made that woman
inspiring
pregnant.
us to build something
you would.
new,
You
something
pervert.
that transcends the limits that we have always set upon ourselves. Today, I am very proud to have the chance
That's gonna turn
to
into
show you a
gameplay,
glimpse,
hopefully.
to show you a teaser of this brand new game that we've been working on. I hope you enjoy
It's called
it.
Zelda Breath of
Thank
the
you,
Wild.
And have a great E3.
It really does. It really does look like. Okay.
Here we go.
What was? Yeah, I was spinning a little bit different.
Trees.
There we go. Okay.
Grass. Rocks. All nice things.
Be nice.
When heroes need help, they turn to the gods.
When the gods need help.
When the gods need help, they turn to you.
Hello. Stockucles! Get fucked!
Gods and Monsters.
Okay.
February 25th, 2020.
Okay.
Here we are. Hello, everybody.
Was that it?
Let this sink in. Let this sink in, indeed. Hello, everybody at home. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a great show.
Yep.
But this is just the beginning, guys. This is just the beginning.
No, I think it's
right,
the
I
end.
turned the mouse off.
You did.
This is just the beginning. We are here out.
Nope, it's the end. It's the end.
Okay.
And by this point, I've put up an image or something to transition.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna get one thing out of the way here.
Go ahead, get it out.
Get this right out of the way.
Get it all out. Spew it.
One of the things that I usually go over when it comes to E3 performances is not to hold that segment of the show that's about a game I don't care about against the whole overall of the thing.
Okay.
You know,
this-
now this used to apply a lot easier back in the day when it was like, EA, a small portion of EA might be dedicated to sports games because
Yeah.
someone plays them.
Yeah.
I've become more cynical about sports games in general as time has gone along.
Mhm.
But, used to be something, when Forza shows up in Microsoft,
Yeah.
people love Forza.
Mhm.
They managed to get me excited for Forza this year.
With Legos.
Right. When 90% of your show are games that are so similar they are indiscernible,
uh-huh,
I can't hold that back. We got... Tom Clancy is the entire middle of this.
Yep.
With one small separation of For Honor.
Uh-huh.
There were 1, 2, 3 new games.
Mm-hmm.
And old games that they have talked about in previous years that are varied and different got nothing.
Nah, man, it's all about Rainbow Six, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Division.
Fuck.
So, okay. Part of this is, again, I think I've made it kind of clear throughout this whole, fucking 6 hours of us spewing about video games. I'm not a big fan of shooters. All right? I have made many a crass comment about Shooty Gunman game. Because to me, they all feel incredibly similar. Like, part of the reason why I even brought up the whole, Call of Duty Zombies thing is because, those were the parts of the games that actually managed to get slightly interesting because it would do, this really weird and difficult to pull off shit. It would start with you, okay, you have to hold up this room against zombies, but then, if you chose to, you could, that was just the whole thing, and you could go out and you could do other shit that would eventually unlock, a bunch of super secret bullshit.
It evolved over time.
Right. But the thing is...
Remember that one time when John Romero was a fucking super zombie that you had to avoid?
Yeah. But, the thing here is that so many of these games really did just feel like... They felt like Tom Clancy novels, in that they're just... It's a sequel to a previous thing, but nothing is going to fundamentally change.
Nothing's going to fundamentally change.
And, I mean...
They feel like sports games.
Yeah. And to me, maybe it's just the fact that I'm, slightly woker than the average boy. But,
Wow, okay.
Woker than the average boy.
Was that the words you wanted to go with?
Yes.
All right, okay.
Yes. Because I'm trying to take some of the piss out of myself.
Okay, fair enough.
But, I just look at this and I'm like, yep, that's white guy with a gun. Yep, that's white guy with a gun.
Yeah.
Yep, that's white guy with a gun.
Yeah.
That's white guy with a gun.
Wait, there were 4 people there, and one of them was a woman.
Oh yeah, there was.
Don't belittle her efforts.
There was a woman, but the more interesting stuff was again about people who were not white guy with gun. The thing that made the fucking Watch Dogs one interesting is that there were a variety of different
Remember
people.
when we laughed because the old lady tased some asshole?
Yeah, because how often in games do you get to play as an older person? Very rarely.
She fucking invented it.
And usually when you do, it's like fucking Old Snake from Metal Gear Solid, where he has a suit of not feel like old personness on. Whereas this woman was very visibly kind of slowly walking along.
There is a discernible gameplay difference playing as that woman.
Uh-huh.
She isn't going to be doing the climbing and assassinating that.
I mean, we saw her do the little roll over the partition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's a good place to start then. I'll go down the list here. Watch Dogs Legion
Yeah, I mean,
if what they claim to be working on is what they're actually working on, then that could be a very interesting game.
Again, I interesting if true.
I do want to go back now, and I still need to play Watch Dogs 2, because DedSec again.
Yeah.
That's carrying on. I don't know how that ties in to Watch Dogs 2. Because I thought DedSec was like a group of like 5 dudes.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently now it's you can take over London. And that's coming out next March. Okay. If it hadn't been for the rest of the show, I probably wouldn't have cared. But did you really have to stop us to talk about a TV show that has nothing to do with anything?
Yeah, I mean, listen. I'm not actually somebody who really watches a lot of Always Sunny. I watch clips from Always Sunny.
Yeah, I know it through memes.
Yeah, but like the relentless like negativity of it is just not something I really feel like I could, like I've tried to watch episodes of it and like I've made it through them like after about 2 hours of like pausing to get up and go like get a drink, because I'm one of those people that, like when really weird or like awkward or cringy comedy starts coming on, I generally, if I'm not watching with someone, I tend to shy away and be like, I'll watch that when I'm more prepared for it.
And I'm unfortunately one of those guys where it's like I enjoy the memeing and character of Danny DeVito. I have a problem when people start taking that stuff into actual legitimate action.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I mean,
stupid petitions to get him to replace Ryan Reynolds or some stupid shit, you know?
I mean, apparently they did a test record with him as Detective Pikachu, and I would have watched that movie.
Yeah, possibly.
But my point here is that, even if it is the writers of Always Sunny and you got the actor from it,
this was not the place for it.
Yeah, one, this isn't the place for it. Two, I think you could have like gone a little bit faster with it.
Mm-hmm.
Three, I don't think this premise is inherently as funny as you guys seem to think it is.
No,
like
not if they're actually trying to. They're gonna clearly take whatever they learn and they're gonna blow it up and make it a bigger over the top thing. Like I said, it sounds like they made a show about John Romero making WoW.
Right. The thing is, you can get humor out of like, office people having to run an MMO, and you can get humor about like, okay, here's this big MMO with a bunch of people play. Like a lot of people have made humor about, oh, hey, it's us playing WoW together or whatever. I don't like. It's good in bite-sized chunks. There's a reason a lot of that was in like 5-minute YouTube videos or fucking
college humor.
Yeah, or fucking 3-panel webcomics.
Yeah.
Not in a full episode TV show.
I'd rather watch an isekai anime about a head programmer who has to go to a fantasy world than watch whatever I was just shown.
I would rather turn off my television.
Well, there you go. You have your options, I have mine.
My option's better.
Rainbow Six Siege is getting a couple new characters. Cool for them. Yeah. That's the kind of stuff I don't care. I think is fine. Like, okay, you got a couple new characters coming to Rainbow Six Siege. Cool. You bash that out, we move on. Great.
Not everything can have or needs a 10-minute
Same
video.
thing. The Brawlhalla Adventure Time thing was the perfect size chunk of information.
Absolutely, and it was a breath of fresh air because
you didn't have the creator of Adventure Time come out and say, I like games, and I game with my gaming games and games. Here's my dog game. He games with his game controller.
Okay, though, to be fair, I think Pendleton Ward would have been really funny if he'd done that.
That's fair. That's gonna get
But I get your point.
My point, you didn't. That was something you didn't really need, because that was followed right up by the Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Yeah.
Which we got a cinematic trailer that shows us nothing. With Bam Bam the dog and the Punisher walking out on stage.
Yeah, I mean,
he knows nothing. Okay, to be fair to the guy, he probably knows nothing past what he did in his acting role. I mean, what they told him. Same thing with Keanu from yesterday.
Also, to be fair to the guy, he had a dog.
Yeah.
That dog was
good.
Again, that was a good doggo.
The problem with all of these is they're manageable things that are escalated by the fact that you put them all back to back.
Let me kind of put it this way. Ubisoft did not have the material for an hour-long presentation.
They did not.
So they very clearly stretched certain bits of it.
The mobile game, I'm sticking by it. Ubisoft, you do not have as much of an iconic roster as you seem to think you do.
Because, like, I mean, listen, there's a billion franchises you can do one of these character brawlers with. There was a guy who used to review MMOs who he did a side project where he was reviewing the Adventure Time MOBA that the Cartoon Network Studios put out for a little while, where he said, if you have any...
God, they did do that.
They did. If you have any franchise with at least 20 characters who can be easily distinguished, you have enough characters for a MOBA.
Yeah.
And here's my point is, I could not easily distinguish enough people to give them enough characters for a MOBA.
They were all shoot people.
Yeah, they were
Sam Fisher was the most iconic out of all those characters.
Yeah, and it's because of his Splinter Cell goggles.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, everyone else is just like, okay, yeah, that's guy with gun. Okay, yeah, that's girl with gun. Okay, that's guy with slightly different gun. That's guy with a different gun. And, you know, they don't even have, like, interesting names or, like, wacky gimmicks. Like, they're not fucking G.I. Joe soldiers where it's like, hey, my thing is sea legs and I go on the ocean. My name is Deep Throat and I suck everyone's cocks.
Okay,
like,
all right.
It was just
this is a go job for snow job.
Yeah, this was just this guy with gun, and I mean, listen, if you put fucking Fumbles from goddamn Robot Chicken in there, I mean, go for it. But like, listen, Ubisoft, listen to me because I know you're watching this video because you name search yourselves constantly. Variety is the spice of life.
And you ain't got it.
So put some fucking cumin up your ass and come up with new video games.
I've got some, but you can't put up your butt. For Honor. I think For Honor is an enjoyable, fun game. I'm glad that it is continuing to exist because it came really close to not happening.
I mean, it's a neat concept.
Yeah. It got really close. They basically had to relaunch it with a bunch of fixes that rebalanced everything out and made it all work better. And they had I think it may not have been last year, maybe in the year before, where they did the China expansion to add in the new group of characters.
I mean, the design for the evil lady looked neat. It was. I mean, we joked about it, but it was actually interesting to see like a Japanese character wielding a non-traditionally Japanese weapon.
And I was 100% serious that it's like, I mean, that could potentially be a thing that I just don't know about.
I'm pretty sure it isn't. I mean, obviously, Japanese people used axes because they used them to cut down like trees.
I didn't think the giant fat Japan character with the giant club was a thing, but he was. He is he is actually tied into a long history of particular samurai. That's what I'm saying is like sometimes they have the ability to pull into these weird corners of culture you didn't know about. Which is why I'm not as quick to go, oh, why does that Japan person have a giant axe?
It was more in the fact that this particular style of axe she was wielding, which was a double-headed axe, was not something that was introduced to Japan until later. A lot of times cultures don't develop double-headed axes because they're not necessarily all that useful. Because with an axe, you really want to have that extra clear space in the back. Usually they either have like a pick or a hammer instead for alternate uses. So a double-headed axe is something that had to come from a very specific area of culture. So like, I mean, people using axes, that's not something that's completely out of left field. Like again, like various demons have used it. Obviously, you know, woodcutters used axes because they're the most efficient way of doing that. Well, saws, but the specific kind of axe she was wielding is definitely a foreign influence, which, I mean, again,
it's fitting with the setting at least.
I mean, again, I don't care. It's neat. Like honestly, that's actually what makes it kind of neater. Is it's like, okay, you have. It's one of those things in character design that immediately draws you because you have two things that don't necessarily seem to correlate.
Oh, yeah.
You have Japanese assassin lady who looks like she's wielding a Viking axe. Okay, where did you get the Viking axe? That's a neat question about this character.
From the ghost dimension.
Now I want to know. So it's a good thing, honestly. And again, maybe there is some really obscure thing from Japanese mythology they're tying into.
And at the same time, that ties right back into what you're saying. Is I now want to look up and see if it is possible.
So it's a good character design.
It's a good thing, Ubisoft. Not the same can be said about Rainbow Six.
See, Ubisoft, here's your problem. You have one little good point, and then you keep digging yourself into the crap point hole.
Rainbow Six Quarantine. So we're taking the realistic, tactical, team-based shooter, and now we're making it
It's zombies. Listen, I don't care what the actual creature is. It can be mind fungus monsters. It can be crayfish that can psychically control you. It can be robots made of bear poop. It's zombies.
Okay. My point that I was going to make was from the little footage we saw, we didn't 100% get confirmation that we're fighting human enemies, especially with the end logo, which had them more against like some kind of goo or fog or something. It's, yes, more than likely just going to end up being zombies, but we didn't see enough of it for me to say yes or no, especially considering I wasn't sure how much of what we were seeing was hallucination from the main character or not, because he had weird goo going through him.
You know what? Even if they're not humans, I'm still going to call them zombies, because, I mean, the zombies in fucking Left 4 Dead are barely human.
But they were reanimated corpses.
The point being, it's going to be waves of mindless fuck-offs with, like, bigger fuck-offs as boss enemies.
As, Vermintide is Left 4 Dead, but you're not fighting zombies. You're fighting rat monsters.
Yeah, but Vermintide also has a lot more, like, the fact that it's tying into the the Warhammer universe to actually make it more
right. My only point here is it doesn't necessarily... you're probably right. It's probably zombies. But we didn't even get enough to say, oh, look, zombie game. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
especially considering they kept talking about how you're fighting parasites.
Yeah, which means it looks like it's going to be infected people.
Yeah.
Which are zombies.
Yeah.
I'm right.
Division 2, die.
I mean...
like I said, I heard Division 2 improved upon some issues of Division 1 to the point where it's actually a pretty enjoyable game now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I know there are people who like it. I don't care for it. The looter shooter style MMO was never...
By that point, I've been worn down so much, and they spent so much time talking about stuff that doesn't look any different than the main game, but they're building up like it's a big fucking deal. Like, did you see that place where it was wrecked and looked messy? It looks just like every other part that's wrecked and looks messy.
I mean, I think part of that is at least partially like... When you're announcing expansions for stuff like this, you have to remember that part of it is going to be the hype for people who kind of know the story so far and where the story might be going. Like, for example, right, to use, like, the lead up for, like, World of Warcraft as an example, right? Mm-hmm. When they, like, shows, like, oh, man, you get to go to Kultiris and Zandalar. Like, you could have easily said, oh, it looks like Pirate Land and jungle place with dinosaurs. And you would have...
Okay, but that's super cool!
Yes, that is super cool.
And also, you mentioned two individual things that are completely different from each other.
But there are places in World of Warcraft that already sort of look like that. So my basic point here is that, like, if you're a hardcore Division 2 fan, first of all, please go outside. Secondly, I'm sure there's a second one of you somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna stop being a shit. I'm gonna stop. I'm sure if there are hardcore Division 2 fans...
Thank you for taking some of the fire off of me, by the way.
If there's hardcore Division 2 fans out there who really love the story so far, and I don't totally know what the story of Division 2 is because I don't care, but, like, they're like, okay, they've followed all the missions, and they're like, all right, what we need to find out about this is, like, in the Pentagon, but we don't have the authorization to go there. And now it's like, okay, you're going to the Pentagon now. You're like, oh, shit.
You can't go to the Pentagon until Bartholomew and his Black Raiders go in to steal the stinky rags out from underneath the thing.
I guess to use another like World of Warcraft like one, like if I went up to you and it's like, Cameron, in the next patch of World of Warcraft, we're going to Argus.
Where's Argus?
It's a planet in space.
That's super cool, Ryan.
See,
it's not the Pentagon. That thing that exists in real fucking life.
I guess my point here is that, like, sometimes with stuff like this, you need more, like, story understanding.
I'm playing it up a little bit, but again, it plays back on the whole thing I said where I'm like, normally this wouldn't affect me so much, but I just went through so much generic bullshit to hear people clapping for Coney Island, but fucked up. It's like... I guess... can play... You know what? DMC Devil May Cry has a starting level that's basically Coney Island but fucked up, and I bet the gameplay is 100 times better.
I mean, at least
I get to imagine seeing Dante's dick for 2 seconds.
I mean, you need to be imagining a lot longer than that. Dante takes like 3 minutes to come.
time has come, and so have I.
Yep.
Is there anything else after Division? Yeah, the two good things. The two interesting things. Roller Champion.
Yeah, Roller Champion looked really cool.
Which I want to see how that plays, because I saw some interesting maneuvers going on. I want to see...
Yeah, I mean...
Is there like a quick turn button? How do you maneuver?
Yeah, it looked pretty fun. Again, the characters looked really cool. The lady they got is kind of like their iconic looking character. Their Tracer looked really cool.
She really... I'm not joking about like, oh, Overwatch clone. No, like, that really was like...
Yeah.
When Tracer first showed up, that was her thing.
Okay, here's the thing though. As much as it's kind of, fun to rag on Overwatch... Cloning Overwatch is in many ways a good idea because there's a lot of stuff Overwatch does really well. It does character designs really well.
Yeah,
in
I like
theory,
I like Quake Champions.
Yeah, in theory, it has really cool characters. In
Yeah.
practice, Blizzard really needs to actually start doing something with them. But in theory,
Well,
it has
have.
really...
They've ripped out all the ults, replaced them with new ults, and then just kind of wiggled them around a little bit.
It has really cool characters. It has Jeff Kaplan, who opens Christmas presents. Yeah, and it has really distinctive character designs. And the idea of using a distinctive character design in this case, I think, is really good. Because, I mean, this character immediately popped out to me.
Yeah.
There was bright colors. She wasn't a white dude.
The art style was different. Shut up!
Cameron accidentally hit the play button. Yeah, stuff looked different.
Stuff
and that's
looked
what
different.
kind of... And then again, it was a neat idea. I've never seen like a... It's like that movie Rollerball, but without all the death.
Yeah. Like I said, it looks like some kind of weird future roller derby. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, sounds like a really
very
cool idea.
imaginative. I want to see how it plays.
Yeah.
And then we ended with a teaser for Gods and Monsters,
which looked really cool. I mean, I don't know about you. I got a very Athena vibe from that character they showed.
Knowing Ubisoft and knowing how this is going, that's probably a creative character, but I also get where you're going with
Yeah.
that.
Well, I mean, because it's said from the people from Assassin's Creed Odyssey, because my first immediate thought is, okay, if
it had a very Greek...
Yeah, if we're doing
look.
mythology,
Yeah.
we're probably going to go Greek mythology. It's
Yes.
the one that a lot of people have the biggest cultural touchstone with.
Oh, yeah. Well, they fucking force you to learn that shit.
I would love to see other mythologies more represented. That's...
I don't mean this as an insult. It looked like Baby's first God of War.
Yeah,
kind of.
I mean, I saw a weird like slug Gorgon monster in the background when they were. So yeah, and yeah, it looked fine. I would really like to see more of it. It looked very pretty. It looked very different, which again was our theme for what we liked about this show. Anything that didn't look like it belonged on Tom Clancy's dick.
And again, like I don't want to rate a show or say a performance was bad because it didn't show something, or because I hate it when people do that. They hold not showing something against it. But the showing we got here, I can't even defend.
Right.
There's nothing for me to praise here, because even to a fan, I would point out, like, dude, that was boring. That looked so bland. And if you're saying, if a fan walked up to me and said, you don't understand, there's so much more to it than that, I'm like, they didn't show it.
Right.
They didn't. And I'm not going to go tracking down any Twitch streamers to give me an example.
Because I mean, again, they didn't show a lot of like gameplay. It was all because again, I think part of it is the gameplay, and these feels really interchangeable. It's again, it's like Tom Clancy novels. You kind of know what you're getting. It's like Madden games. You know what you're getting. So at this point, they were just kind of like, here's the vague-ish story kinda of what we're gonna do, and the answer is Ghosty Man.
I say I want to point out an hour and 13 minutes roughly is what we had, and that was hold on one second. When did the show didn't actually start that there though, did it?
No, because they had the concert for like so it was
about an hour long. Let's say about an hour long.
Hour and change.
They, with 30 extra minutes, Microsoft was able to show off way more games, an entire new console project, and still have time to talk on and on about their services and how much they love, and that weird camera thing they did for Gears of War.
To be fair though, Microsoft is a is a console publisher, so they were able to show off a lot more stuff.
I can't believe that the other games they have coming out though didn't have anything they could have shown off.
I think it would be. I hate to bring them up because we're Bethesda done with them.
Yeah,
I think we should kind of compare it more to Bethesda's show.
Bethesda had a better showing.
Yes, they did.
Bethesda had a better showing.
That's because they had id there.
And ZeniMax.
Yeah.
And
everyone who wasn't the main Bethesda studio.
You know what?
And again, when they brought on the one guy who was talking about the roller champions, he felt like he had way more charisma than everyone else.
Oh God, did I skip over Just Dance?
You did.
Fuck.
Just Dance actually was pretty fun. I liked it.
I normally love it, but I also normally love how fast they just kind of come in and be like, "Hey, Just Dance," and then they leave.
I mean, it was neat. It was.
I like it. I actually prefer it when it's a show opener.
We're getting a new game for the Wii.
It gets everyone pumped up and they're like, yeah, pop music. We're gonna do some Just Dance and listen to Ubisoft people and fuck, it's Tom Clancy again.
I feel like they needed to have adjusted how this show was laid out. Either
it really does feel like they went something. It was like. Something new, Tom Clancy, something new, Tom Clancy, something new, Tom Clancy, something new, Tom Clancy.
Right.
That's really what they did.
They either needed to shorten how much time Tom Clancy stuff got and lengthen out the other stuff so that it was more even, or front load one of the two.
I would have preferred all of the Tom Clancy stuff. Boom, 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 boom. Stop throwing people out on stage, which I'm normally fine with all this stuff, but you made it take too dang long.
Mm-hmm.
I would have preferred a cinematic or some beta footage of Skulls and Bones, or see if Joseph Gordon-Levitt was available for 2 seconds to be like, "Hey guys, here's how the campaign to put artwork in Beyond Good and Evil 2 is going. Show some artwork that's been put into the game."
Yeah,
because that's had like. I get that Beyond Good and Evil 2 probably isn't going to be done until 2021 from the way that game looks, but you can always be showing something new on that.
I mean, at this point, I mean,
I'm going in circles.
They just needed. There needs to be something other than "we've made it, it's coming," because otherwise you get Final Fantasy VII Remake syndrome. Spoilers for what we're going to be talking about next, by the way.
Yeah, because
their show's up next.
Yep.
So I guess we just want to kind of go in final thoughts.
Final thoughts.
You wrap up first because I'll kind of be the lighter guy.
Oh, okay. all I can say is I'm just kind of bummed.
Okay.
That's all I got. I didn't get anything out of this.
Okay, Ubisoft. So when you're making a sandwich, what you want to do is you want to have, and I'm going somewhere with this.
I'm sure you are.
You want to have bread, you want to have condiments, and you want to have fillings like lettuce, tomato, ham, cheese, mayonnaise, and then bread, okay? And I know that a lot of you are French, right? And the French fucking love their bread, okay? In this situation, Tom Clancy is bread. And everything else that we wanted to see is all the other stuff. And you served us a giant baguette where on either end of it was about a Ritz cracker-sized amount of sandwich fillings. And we had to eat through the middle of that baguette to get to each of these Ritz crackers. Put more stuff on your goddamn sandwich.
Yeah. Sandwich.
At least give me some goddamn bacon. All right, that's going to be us signing out for Ubisoft. We will see you for Squaresoft.
Squaresoft?
Square Enix.
Square
Enix. We're going back in time to when they were Squaresoft, and we're seeing you then. Randy Pitchford.
We'll see you next time for Battle of Bikini Bottom Square Bots.
Fire Randy Pitchford.